Hello and welcome back to more Football Manager 2019 with me, Mr. Grand 2, and episode 46 of Monaco. And we may not have made it particularly far in the Champions League knockout round this season, but as we saw last time, we have wrapped up our fourth league title in a row, 4 in 4. A very, very good season it has been, and it could get, in this episode, even better. Even though the league title is already wrapped up, we are going to play the last 2 matches of the season, because quite simply, if we can avoid defeat in both of them, we will have gone the entire league season unbeaten. The Invincibles, or Les Invincibles, in French, I guess it would be.
Les Invincibles.
Les Invincibles, there you go. We have got 2 games to survive through first. I'm very happy if they are both 0-0 draws. A win would be great in either of them, but that's not the concern. The concern is just that we avoid defeat. Obviously, we want to make sure we're avoiding any silly injuries before the Coupe de France final. That is more important, I think. But Patrick Schick and Lisandro Martinez have recovered from injury. They're not match fit yet, but we're gonna start them here today because it's our best team, and that is what we like to see. Lafont is going to be in goal. Then Mendy, Martinez, De Ligt, and Henriks, the restored back four. I could bring Sidibe back in, but you have to say Henriks has done pretty well recently, so he's gonna stay there for the time being. Balde and Skov on the wing. Skov has got a little bit of a knock, but it's nothing too serious, so he might as well play. Kessie Elements in the middle with Golovin and Patrick Schick restored up front. Well, I've told them I expect nothing but a win. I wish there was a way I could say I wouldn't mind a draw. Just sit there and do nothing for 90 minutes. Keep it 0-0, that'd be fine. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do if we lose this one. Hopefully that won't happen. Hopefully if we do completely collapse, it will be saved for the very last game. Was a highlight from Robert Skov, and he skims a free kick into the corner of the net, the bottom corner. He's not scored a free kick for quite a while, has Scovy, and that, well, normally he puts it in the top corner. That's some skill, quite some distance on him from the Dane, and, well, nerves somewhat settled in this one. Robert Skov giving us the lead. Let's just avoid defeat. That's all we need to do. Nothing else matters. Just avoid defeat in these 2 games. Skov with another free kick, going for a second. Doesn't get one this time. And a ball over the top, which has found Andre, and it's a chance for an equaliser. Luckily, Lafont blocks it. I mean, as I said, a draw would be fine, but let's not run the risk. Let's just win. Just before half-time, one more highlight. Martinez flicks it forwards. Mendy's on it. Finds Golovin. Schick is in. Oh, he's hit the post. So we have missed him over recent games, I think, in some ways, although we have won most of them. But a great finish from Schick. Very, very unlucky. We've got a penalty, though, which he's not going to take. It's going to be taken by Balde. He's the normal penalty taker. And he puts it down the middle. Keita Balde scores. And we're 2-0 up just before half-time. And we are looking pretty good for this one. Second half, Henriks throws to Golovin. Put a ball across. That'll be nice. Keita Balde's there. Makes it 3. Just don't ship 4 goals. Don't ship 4 goals. Don't get injured. We'll be fine. Great marking there from the Rene defence. Just wait for the throw in, run away, and then Balde's there to tap it in. It's not over yet. We're coming forwards once more. I think I'm probably at this point going to take off Martinez and Schick. We don't want any injuries. Kessie slams it against the bar. Pellegrini on the turn on as a sub, forces a fine save from Kubek. Extremely uneventful second half for the most part. A brief chance for Stade Rennais, which I'm not even going to show you because it's kind of pointless. We're 3-0 up. It's absolutely fine. Coasting home. And we've got 1 game left. 1 game left. Well, in doing that, we've extended our own record and the league record for 54 games unbeaten, stretching back into last season, of course. And well, it'd be nice if we can make it 55 in a week's time against Nîmes. I've just been looking up the list of unbeaten seasons on Wikipedia. There's actually quite a few. There's loads. Obviously, Arsenal won it back in 2003, 2004 in the Premier League. Pretty famous example. But actually, there's quite a few since then. Red Star Belgrade, Partizan Belgrade. Lincoln Red Imps have done it about a bunch of times over in Gibraltar. Porto have done it twice. Since then, Juventus have managed it. Celtic, of course. And PAOK have won it in Greece, unbeaten, last season. But actually, from what I can tell from this list, it's never been done in France before. Never been done. Well, here we go then. Can we do it? Nîmes are the opponents Away from home, we've got exactly the same team as the one that just saw off Stade Rennais. 90 minutes time, if we have avoided defeat, we will be invincible for the league season. I just hope if we lose, it's not because of a long ball punted over the top or an own goal of ridiculous proportions, or because we've hit the woodwork 56 times. If we are going to lose it here, I hope it at least is because we got completely outplayed. That would be good. Well, it wouldn't be good, it'd be terrible. But hopefully we can just win. Go 5-0 up at half time and we don't have to worry about it. Alternatively, we could just have like no highlights from the entire game. That would be good. Skov with a free kick in towards somebody. It's in from Patrick Schick. Brilliant hit from Patrick Schick. He's not scored for a while because he's been injured, but he's back in the team and gets us off to a glorious start. Slipping that one in on the half volley, and there we are. I was about to say, Nîmes do have Loic Badiashile, who was formerly at us. We released him. They've also got Valentin Rongier, who of course they'll be signing on a permanent deal in a few weeks' time. And FM legend Alan Helinovic as well. Throw in from Henriks is bounced down to Frank Kessie. Can he make it 2-0? Yes, he can. Absolutely smashes it home. And 20 minutes are on the clock. And we are well on our way. It's going to have to be a mammoth comeback from Nîmes to deny us a place in history. Skov with the corner in, looking for Schick, heads it just wide. 45 minutes still to get through, but I'll be honest, I don't see us conceding 3 goals. If we do somehow ship 3 goals, then at least it'll be funny, and we'll get. I mean, it won't be funny for me, but it'll be funny for the people watching. Especially as they're going to be down to 10 men. Teji Savanier, ever recommended by Tifo, he's been sent off. So not much of a recommendation from this match. The ball, well, Golovin's hit the post. The ball went all over the place there, but not a third goal for us. Just over half an hour on the clock here. Mendy coming forwards. There's Balde looking for Schick. Halilovic has it though, and Rongier is playing it around as well. Formerly our player, of course. And it looks like this is going to be a potential third for us. Keita Balde cracks it against the post. How many times have we hit the woodwork this season? I've got to look up the stat at some point. Ridiculous. Skov floats another free kick in, and it's come down to Matthias de Ligt, and he puts it over. Skov with the corner in, and I think we've got a penalty there. Possible handball on Rongier. Indeed he is responsible for one, and Balde doesn't score the penalty, saved by Badiashile. Is that the turning point? I don't know. I don't think so. I hope not. Anyway, we will take off the goal scorer, Patrick Schick. We'll take off Lisandro Martinez as well. Can't afford either of them to be getting injured. While 10 minutes on the clock, it's going to take an almighty comeback from Nîmes and an almighty screw up from us to not see this out. Balde to make it 3. I thought he was going to cross it. He doesn't need to. Goes for the shot himself. 20th goal of the season. What an end to the season he's had. After a pretty poor start to the season, he's really come on. I don't think I'm going to be replacing him anytime soon. Right, I've gone very defensive just to prevent any absurd shenanigans. There's not enough time. There's not enough time for it to happen. It is just about over. 1 minute on the clock. Are we going to get a fourth? Yes, we are. Domenico Berardi on as a substitute. Makes it 4. And, well, we've done it in some style, it's fair to say. It's not been a perfect season. I mean, obviously, domestically, it's been a perfect season. Well over 100 points, unbeaten. But it's just, I'm just really disappointed by our Champions League campaign. I mean, going out so limply to Roma in the first knockout round, it's just kind of... It feels like it's let down the entire thing. Obviously, we've still got the Coupe de France to come. Potential of a treble again, including the Trophy des Champions, as we win this one 4-0. And we've gone unbeaten all season. It was kind of inevitable once the first goal went in. Well, the achievement just popped up for an unbeaten season. You love to see it. And we are les Invincibles. I can't even say it. Where's Google? I've clearly got short-term memory disorder or something. Les Invincibles. There it is. Can I say it from memory? Les Invincibles. There you go. The first time that's ever happened in the entire history of the French league. I mean, not really, because it's not real life, but, you know. And not just unbeaten in 38 games, just 3 draws as well. 35 wins. Fantastic. Smashing the record that we set last year of 31. Some big scorelines as well. 6-0 against Saint Etienne, 5-0 against Reims, 5-0 against Clermont Foot, 3-0 against Marseille, home and away. And we did so without a consistent top goal scorer. Keita Balde is our top scorer with 15 goals, which isn't actually that many. Robert Skov, clearly the best performer, and 28 clean sheets from Alban Lafont. Absolutely fantastic. So there we are then, an unbeaten season. It doesn't really get much better than that. I mean, obviously, it'd be nice to win the Champions League too, wouldn't it? And it'd be nice to win the Coupe de France for the first time in the save. And that will be what we're aiming to do next time against PSG, who, it's fair to say, we've absolutely annihilated in the league this year. 87 points is a pretty good total, but we got 108. Just a truly fantastic performance from us. Marseille and Lyon wrapping up the other Champions League spaces. Lille, Toulouse and Dijon getting the Europa League. Saint Etienne, who made it into the Champions League knockout stages this season, do not qualify for Europe at all. Disappointment for them. But Montpellier and Troyes, even more disappointment. They've been relegated. Strasbourg will face the relegation playoff. Clearly our best season. Let's just see how it compares. Last year, obviously, we won 98 points, so a full 10 points more. That's all we can really do. I mean, what else can we really do? Win every game? I don't think that's going to be possible. But we've got very, very close. Just those 3 draws. Yeah, so 10 more points than last year. That was a far closer affair. More than the previous year. More than the year before that. But it just goes to show you, our most expensive signing in the entire save is Patrick Schick for £62 million. PSG have spent more than that every single summer, and all they've got to show for it is 1 Coupe de France, 1 Trophy de Champions, and 1 Coupe de la Ligue. I don't know how Thomas Tuchel still has a job. So that is going to be the end of the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed our unbeaten season. Post a comment as well. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the Coupe de France final. If you could give this video a share as well to attract more people to the channel, that would be fantastic. And I will see you next time.